Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Hey!
Okay, let me switch over here.
Jordan's running over.
I hope the people on YouTube cringe when they see my outfit. Aaron is
there's
so
gonna be a lot
cringy.
of cringing going on. So, welcome to this episode of Creature Talk. This episode is brought to you by Loot Crate. So now you can show your geek chic style with Level Up, a monthly mystery apparel subscription from Loot Crate. So a new Loot Crate type subscription. But you can get 2 different pairs of high quality socks. You know, probably a lot better than what Aaron has on right now. 1 to 2 fashionable accessories or a wearable item like a long sleeve shirt or lounge pants. Same themes as Loot Crate every month, and it serves as a great companion to your loot because there are no repeats. Each month's theme is inspired by all of your favorite pop culture brands like Star Wars, Doctor Who, and Fallout 4, and often contains high-quality exclusives. So go to lootcrate.com/creature to learn more. Use the code CREATURE to save 10% as well. So, and of course, this month's theme is Galaxy. So it does have Star Wars items for all you serious fans of Star Wars and, you know, with the movie coming out and stuff.
Star Wars is the best.
Pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. And let me readjust. Aaron's like leaning back, but I want his glorious outfit to be shown, so I'm going to zoom out.
Is it centered? Oh, zoom out a little bit. That looks good.
Just going to zoom out a little bit.
This is the zoom out Creature Talk. Where we're pulling it back,
crap.
guys. Ooh, yeah, gotta be careful about that.
That could have been bad. I just missed it. So welcome to Creature Talk, episode 150.
Oh, wait, this is the 150th one.
This is the
Yay!
150th episode.
Holy shit. And I
And-
didn't render out the loop to be 2 hours. I said I would last week, and I didn't.
Yeah, you
It's
didn't
the
do
same
that,
old
Aaron. It's
10-minute
the same
loop.
old 10-minute loop that keeps on like blinking. So we have Aaron over here that is dressed for the occasion with his the stylish Nike shoes, his stylish socks that are mismatched, his Grinch jammies. His is that a Crip shirt you said?
That's a stupid bird shirt.
Yeah, the stupid bird shirt. I don't know what that is. And then his fashionable kimono with a silk kimono with his nice hat
That
that
bird
keeps
looks
his
like
ears warm.
Woodstock from the Peanuts.
Does a little bit. Does a little bit.
There's some copyright infringement there.
I think there may be. But then myself and then Daniel over here, who's dressed nothing special with
I threw my Skyrim tattoo on just for the occasion.
There you go. You darn sure did. So we actually have a 3-person Creature Talk today
Nice chill
because
Creature
there
Talk.
is all sorts of people that are out of.
No, we're throwing back to old Creature Talks for Creature Talk 150 and just relaxing.
Or for the actual reason. No, there's with the holidays just around the corner, there's people that are out of town. James is out of town. Dex is out of town.
Joe is going out of town.
Joe's
soon.
going out of town, so he is currently editing because there's a whole bunch of stuff that we have editing in the pipeline and going up this next week or so. So it's been crunch time. But there's just a whole lot going on right now. To add to that, we wanted to apologize that we were unable to get to the Secret Santa this year because of all this busyness and travel. I had said in a few Creature Talks ago that we were going to, and then sadly it just got way too crazy.
No one. I don't think anybody in the chat is sadder than us that we didn't get. To
I know.
do it
I
this year.
was pretty excited for it, and just
Could have gotten free stuff.
and Aaron just wanted the free stuff.
Whoever
I
got
was
Aaron-
interested in gifting.
Whoever would have gotten Aaron, I would have if I had gotten you, I would have just bought you a bunch of ramen from. There would be a carton of eggs, like a fucking 18-pack of eggs, a couple of those. You could get a lot of food for $200, and then make
Set.
Aaron set for a while.
Be set.
That's what I
like
would have.
a
If I would
bonus.
have had you, I
Massive
would have done
thing of
that.
ramen. Well, yeah. So it
You
does.
know how much ramen you could get for $200?
Got a lot of ramen. So it does suck that we're unable to do it, but we do have a lot of other crazy stuff that we set up and got filmed and stuff for the holiday season. But we're gonna have to, definitely make it up to you guys for next year. So it'll be, we're definitely gonna have to. Aaron,
I told you.
why are you burping into the mic
told
though?
You this drink.
You're ridiculous.
I'll get another good
Absolutely,
one later.
absolutely ridiculous.
We could do a secret President's Day.
Secret President's Day, Secret Valentine's
When
Day.
is
That's
President's
that's
Day?
a sooner one. President's
Okay,
Day,
yeah.
I think, is in February. I think.
When is Valentine's Day in?
President. That's February, but I'm trying to.
What's in January then? Oh,
$2,000 instead of 200.
It's the day.
Oh, man.
The day after Valentine's Day is President's Day.
Oh my goodness, $2,000.
What if we combine them together?
Well,
and
we'll
did
put
like
maybe
a
put
President Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
That's gonna be a lot of ramen.
That would be
for
making
Aaron.
it up to them. We'd not only be doing 2 differently themed present things. I'm for it.
Double the budget for each day.
President Valentine's Day, Secret Santa.
Oh my
I want some
goodness.
free stuff.
Aaron just wants free stuff. That's all he's in it for.
Hey,
I
it
want
is-
to give people cool stuff.
It is always really nice getting like cool shit.
I want to receive cool stuff.
You're so selfish. You're so selfish, Aaron.
You know what? Like I always worry around Christmas time so much about what I'm getting other people that I never really. I forget to remember. Oh yeah, I'm also getting stuff, so that's cool. And it kind of evens out. But it
I stopped writing Christmas lists and
Yeah.
usually, now that I'm grown up and have my own job, I usually just get random crap that I would ask for otherwise.
Yeah.
So I usually don't. I usually just get sweaters and.
Well, what do you and your siblings do any sort of like gift exchanging?
I'm trying to think. I usually just get gift cards for them, and they get gift cards for me.
Yeah.
So that's about
I mean,
it.
That works out.
We don't really hang around too much, so we don't, understand each other very much.
I
So
get
it's
that a
just
little
like,
bit.
They know I like Best Buy gift cards,
Yeah.
so like whatever, I'll take a.
That's weird. Like, do you have siblings?
Mm-hmm. I have a sister.
You have a sister? It's like weird, like, because growing up, I there were moments where I was pretty intensely spending time with my brother and intensely spending time with my sister. And then my little sister, we were always kind of push-offy for, so she's kind of like she was always interested in the stuff we were interested in, but we didn't want her around, so we would just say, go away. And so, like, there's, after the fact, kind of grown together with that sister. And then my sister Kate, like, I don't really she was the one I spent the least amount of time with. It's weird that you can have those different relationships with people who literally live in the same house as you for years and years. But
Yeah, siblings are weird.
yeah, but we just did we just do a Secret Santa. That way, we're not taxed
usually
by
a lot
giving
of
everybody a
usually a
present.
lot of the bigger families that have a lot of siblings and stuff
Yeah.
will do the Secret Santa stuff to do that. But yeah, so definitely very sad. We're saddened as well that we're unable to. But what are you laughing at?
Look at that one.
What one?
You see
The one at the top?
I didn't see it.
It's about to go away.
Oh, wait, no, that's not the one I was looking at.
I didn't see which one.
I don't know
Okay,
what.
well, everyone just repost what you did in the past minute. We'll be able to see.
I'm
Find it
scrolling
out
up, but
again.
I can't do it.
But yeah, so we'll figure out some way to make that up to you guys. But not to put a damper on it, but there is a lot of cool stuff that we put together for the holiday week here.
I think the kickoff for it's going up.
Kickoff
in
is going
less than
up.
an hour.
Yeah, is going up here soon.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, it went up yesterday.
Yep, exactly. So you can go check that out. And then I did a toy chest special extravaganza,
Jordan went
highlighting
all out.
highlighting all the holiday hot toys, the hot holiday toys, I should say, that are across all sorts of things. I made sure to go to Target, and I saw. Not only did I watch a few like kids channels
did
for a
some
few
research.
hours, just
yeah,
to
you
see
had
what
said-
would be advertised and stuff.
Yep, I remember
what
you
they're
saying that.
what they're spending the most money on. But I also went to Target and found they actually had most of the top ones had these little things underneath them that said top toy, top pick.
It's a lie.
It was kind of a
It's a
lie for some of
lie.
them. So
We have to get a sponsorship from Target. The amount that because Toy Chest is like supplied by Target.
yeah, it's pretty.
Can we go to different places? Are there? Other
I go to
toy
Toys
stores?
R Us and Target. Like that's
Yeah.
about it. Sometimes I'll go to like some obscure toy stores
Well,
as well.
Babies are us.
What am I gonna find there?
Find
Oh,
some high
do a
quality
kid
baby
toy
toys.
week.
Yeah,
Baby
I think
Toy Week.
they were hinting that they wanted to try and do an adult
Let's
toy
get it.
week as
Oh
well.
yeah,
Let's
that's
get
true.
a crib.
It would be hilarious if you got one of those sit and spins as
Oh.
a full grown man.
Sit and
Maybe
spin.
get one of the
do you
like.
think do you think someone out there makes an adult sit and spin?
Oh, there has to be.
There has
Well,
to
I'm
be.
Googling
Look it up
This
because
is
if
why I have
there
a
is one,
laptop
I
in
will
front
have
of
you
me.
order one right now
Adult-
because if there's adult sit and spins out there, we need it.
What exactly is a sit and spin?
So a sit and spin is like it's a little. It's a
There's
little
a DIY.
toy.
Oh, there's a DIY site for sit and spins. Maybe you could make your own.
We might have to make one. So it's like a you know those pieces in Sorry Like it's like flat on
Yeah,
the bottom and
Tommy
then
in the
goes
chat.
up. So it's kind of like that, but it goes up to a little handle, a little circular handle. So you spin the handle and it spins the
Oh,
entire
I think I've
thing.
seen those at playgrounds.
So you just spin it around,
One of those
but
things.
you sit on it. Like so, you sit on it with the thing. So it's just a single person
You
thing.
rotate it.
So you rotate it, and so you're
It's
sitting
like
there
those
like
roller coasters, or not roller coaster rides, but
Is
those
it
amusement
a
park
one
rides.
person thing?
Yes.
Oh.
No, it's not like one of the big ones. It's similar, but it's just a singular. Like you're just sitting there on the ground
Because
spinning.
you sit Indian style. Like
Can we
you
get
cross your
a
legs.
bigger one, and then with like 4 of us go on there, and we all drink one of these right
Well,
beforehand?
if there's a oh shit.
well, that's
see what
where we
happens.
should
Film
just
it in
go
slow
out.
motion.
That's where we should just go out and go get a moped or probably a dirt bike would be best with a 2-stroke engine. And put the back tire on the thing and spin it with a few of us on there and see what happens.
I'm about to vomit. Just
You know, no, you know what we do?
It'd be like
Drink a gallon of milk and then do it.
Oh!
I mean, you're already going to throw up anyway because you drank a gallon of milk. There's no way you can physically drink a gallon of milk.
I think
without
I'm
throwing
a
up.
little bit lactose intolerant too.
Well, no, it's not going to matter because you're going to throw it right up. Have you heard of that? Like, you can't drink. You physically can't drink a gallon of milk without
Yeah, it's
vomiting.
too
Well,
much.
whatever I don't throw up, it's gonna come out liquefied
In a different
from my
area.
asshole.
But that'd be hilarious because then we're going to throw up anyway, and then we'll just be spinning and going fast.
Let's do that.
I'm going to bookmark this homemade sit and spin.
Write that down, Jordan.
right down.
It seems
I don't
like
have
not a
pen.
tough mechanic, apparently.
Well, it's probably that. Like that'd just be a lot of fun, I think. Because yeah, I had one as a kid, and that's all I would do. And I
Adult-size
get really
sit and
sick
spin.
doing it.
Pinterest.
And then you get up and try and walk around, and it's just like it was very dangerous. Now that I think about it, but it was
What the
very
fuck?
fun.
That looks scary.
that
Let me
looks
show you.
good.
I'm on Pinterest.
That's a good sit and spin right there.
That looks terrifying. This one.
That looks.
Wait, where's it taking me?
It's going to a
Ah!
site.
There it is.
Look at that right there. Man, it has like a motorcycle wheel.
It looks like something from a
That
band.
looks like
sorry,
a
not a
fucking
motorcycle,
rope. That looks like a rope
steering wheel.
thing. And yeah, and then
It probably has like a pulley system down in the bottom. It's just like.
You're guaranteed to get 80 splinters sitting on that thing.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready to vomit all over you guys.
we're all gonna end up vomiting everywhere trying that out. Oh, man.
We need a good vomiting video.
Yeah, the fast food challenge is the vomiting video.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess it's not like full
And
on.
Dex
but
doing the
Well,
mayonnaise.
Did
and-
anyone actually vomit from that though?
no, I don't think anyone's like actually out of everything we've done. I don't think anyone's actually vomited on camera. Like yeah, that's about as close with the purge of like whatever's in their throat. and
Ugh.
stuff,
Purge.
but-
Just thinking about it. That first one was really bad. Live screen one wasn't bad. But
Yeah,
I hate that because for like the fast food shot and for like the baby food when we did the baby food challenge video, my first reaction is to go. And so I have a mouthful of baby food because I went hard and I was like, I'm gonna do it all. And did it, and I just like, and it just dribbled out of my mouth. That was like one of the. I wish I didn't have that weird automatic reflex of. But I mean, luckily I kept the fast food shot down. But it was sitting in my mouth for a good 20 seconds.
Ew.
I
Yeah,
know.
that stuff tasted pretty nasty.
I like the consistent up timing in the chat, so I can constantly see how long we've been in.
That's good. That's good. So sit and spin. We got to do that. But to add to that, we have a few things happening. We're going to be over the holidays. There's actually going to be some remodeling happening in the office.
renovations.
Some renovations. So we'll be doing a video on that. And then there's a couple other cool videos happening. Something going up on Saturday that's holiday related. And then trying to think if there's anything else. But yeah, a lot of people are gone now at this point. So it's, we're just kind of coasting here.
Yeah,
And
so there's a lot of big things
this is,
that are
this is
coming
the
out
last
soon.
Creech Talk
Yeah.
of the year.
Yeah.
Of last Creech Talk of the year. So that's always great. We'll be starting up again. We're hoping to try and get some. I mean, I don't know if we'll have much time for the first one of the year, but trying to do some set improvements and whatnot.
Jazzing it up.
Yep. Lots of new stuff. Lots of cool stuff we're working on for 2016, though. It's going to be a big year, and I'm really excited to see what we're able to churn out. Much like
I don't know if I like that phrase. But
exactly.
we're gonna churn stuff out
We're
here.
gonna churn some
right
stuff
after
out.
the discussion.
Aaron, you done churning that website upgrade?
Yeah. And that's the other thing that happened. Aaron finally got
Aaron
around
has
to launching
worked
the store. So
tirelessly.
Aaron and Joe, artist Joe, have been working quite a while for getting the new store up, which is now up. You can go and get stuff on it. We did our best to launch as soon as we could, so that there was a chance that people could get stuff before Christmas. I don't know, like we couldn't guarantee that obviously because it was kind of close, but that's what we were hoping. But otherwise, it's we got a bunch of stuff up there. Some of the stuff is only available till the end of the month, so make sure to look into that lovely post that Aaron put up there on the site. So store.thecreaturehub.com. And you will find all the stuff that you need. Why are you laughing, Aaron?
Look at that one. You see that one?
Where?
It's gone.
I can't see it. It scrolls too fast.
Oh no! It was
Just
the one
keep
that had
laughing at comments.
I don't know. No, I don't know. It's tough for me to scroll up because it makes it go right
saw
back
that
down.
one, though, right? That was
No.
a good one. Oh man.
Man,
Aaron's not getting
stop
a sharing in any of these.
Aaron, do you have anything to say about the store?
No.
Why
At
not?
all. Not at all. I think maybe half of the people who ordered quickly will actually get their stuff before Christmas, if they're not international. If you're international, you're fucked.
Yeah, the international.
You're fucked with
stuff
shipping
is-
costs too. So
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
sucks. But what are you gonna
Maybe
do?
if we
It's
can get this
expensive.
going, we'll have a European store open up at
Oh,
one
yeah.
point. But yeah, that was one of the first steps we wanted to get done. But hopefully, we can get as many people. But it will be around. If you get some Christmas money and you want to get some of the new shirt designs and all that great stuff. But like I said, just check out Aaron's post and you'll see what's limited and what's for sale and all that great stuff. That's important, isn't it, Aaron?
I don't know what you said.
Never mind. My goodness, he's just reading the chat right now.
Yeah, it's important.
Honestly, I tuned you out about 2
Yeah.
minutes ago too.
Oh, my
Sometimes Jordan
goodness.
just talks for too long.
Star Wars.
There you go. So mean. Oh, so it's Star Wars.
So, one of the largest pop culture events in recent history crowned its beautiful head yesterday and came out. And it was Star Wars The Force Awakens, the J.J. Abrams continuation of the Disney-bought property of Lucasfilm.
The cat's meow right there.
That wasn't yesterday.
It
cat's
came out
meow.
yesterday.
No, we saw it on
2 days
Thursday.
ago. We saw pre-night previews or midnight previews.
So we saw it at 7.
But the official release date was yesterday.
Was it 7:30 on
7:40.
7:40. So we got to see it 7:40 on Thursday night.
We were the
If you're-
the second viewing.
If you're really
Second
into
earliest.
movies and stuff, every single movie nowadays always comes out the night before, not midnight. Oh my goodness! I can see it.
Wait.
Anyway, so if you're really into a lot of movies,
Wait. I didn't think I saw it. Did it just go away?
It's gone.
Shit. I can't.
is that the same one
Oh,
as
oh,
before?
I just saw it
No,
again.
it keeps changing.
Oh,
it's always,
wait.
it's always something like
Oh
that.
no!
It's pretty funny.
I keep trying to read it before it
So
moves.
anyway, Thursday night. Yeah, most movies do Thursday nights now, not just.
Was it the mouth one? Yeah, that was really good.
That guy's dedicated.
Yes, please do not. If you're looking at the chat right now and you don't want to be spoiled about Star Wars, do not. Please don't look at the chat because I'm sure people are gonna be assholes.
I'm sure people that at this point have been trained to
Oh yeah, you
avoid
should
a lot of
know.
situations.
If you haven't seen it at this point, I mean, see it as soon as you can and avoid chats and everything. Just pop it out and exit.
If it hasn't been spoiled for you yet, that's a surprise.
Yeah,
That
that is
is a
pretty
surprise.
surprising.
I completely avoided Twitter and I went back through my mentions the night after, and nobody actually spoiled it.
I didn't consciously
Yeah.
try to avoid stuff. I just happened to not run into anything, so I was pretty lucky. But it was, it was for Joe and Spencer, who are actively going out of their way to say, "I'm so excited for Star Wars." They
Yeah.
were getting a lot of comments and tweets and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you just had to fly under the radar, otherwise.
Oh! Why do they keep doing that?
Okay, so what was I gonna say? Star Wars. We went
sidetracked.
I know we're getting pretty
Stop
sidetracked.
looking at the chat. I have it right here.
Okay, I'm looking right at the camera lens.
He you look down right now. So Star Wars came out.
Star Wars came
we
out.
All,
We went to
like,
see
pretty
it.
much everybody went to see it.
Me and a few other people, since Spencer ordered the tickets, got free little pint glasses.
Yes, I got
some
one.
Force Unleashed pint glasses.
Those are actually really nice.
The Force
Very
Awakens, not Unleashed. But they were pretty nice. We got to go see it. It was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it.
What a great movie.
I was trying to look for something to describe because I really liked it, but there was like something that was kind of gnawing at the back of my head as far as just what it was. But then Daniel Baxter always seems to hit the nail right on the head. He said it felt like it tried a little bit too hard to be the other Star Wars movies, and I think that exactly kind of. It's not that it's bad or anything, but it just had that like it felt like it was trying to be, and I think it hung up a little bit too much on the like cameo like centric, like really trying to focus on like, oh, it's that person, woo. But it was still a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. So
there's one thing, the thing I want to go back and see it for the most. I'm not going to say what it was, but like, was that like it was just a moment that happened so quickly where you don't know what's happening, and I want to go back and analyze that scene. If you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what moment that is.
Spoilers.
He's baiting me. That's a classic Jordan.
Trying to
Spoilers.
describe it for me in ways only I would know. That doesn't spoil it for these lovely people.
Describe it to him with your eyes.
Oh well, I
Or
can't.
you can always
just-
type it out on something here, and then I
here
can
you
look
go.
at
We'll
it.
get
Just
Morse
make sure
code.
just make sure it's not up there.
Oh. Aaron, talk.
The
No.
What are we talking
Oh,
about?
okay, yeah, I understand. I understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't put a space there. Anyway,
Yep. So
that
that
part.
was, no, that was just an
that
awesome
part has
movie.
some nuggets in
Had
it.
a lot
Yeah, I
of
thought
fun,
it was
and
pretty good.
I want to see it again as fast as I can.
I kind of just treated it as an action movie though, because I'm not really too big of an action or Star
Star
Wars
Wars
fan.
guy.
Yeah.
Except
Knights of the Old Republic. That's a good game.
there we go. There we go. Speaking of which, my holiday tradition is to play that game. Luckily, Aaron pointed me to the mods that people have on the Steam Workshop for it that improve the gameplay for that. So I'm pretty excited. I'm going to start playing that here in a couple days here because when I was like 15, I went to Movie Gallery, the local DVD rental place, and I rented Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2, The Sith Lords on Xbox original.
Back when
and
people
I played
rented
through
video
it.
games.
I played through it several different times, and I was like, this is absolutely incredible. And so that's my like Christmas tradition is just to play through that game, and
It's a nice tradition.
I think it's
fun.
one of my favorites actually.
It is. It's a very good game, and one of those classic RPGs that you just got to go through and play once in a while because it's for the age. It was so diverse in the ways you could play it. It was fun.
Yeah. No, those are like I never really played those games, but I always read about them and read them described on the page.
What?
I don't know if that made any sense. No, I would just read articles about them and the things that you could do in those games seemed really neat, and I always wanted to play Knights of the Old
I always
Republic.
have trouble playing as Sith in Knights of the Old Republic because I just feel like a dick.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
There's
moral gauge.
It's kind of like most games, most people, I'd say like 80 to 90% of people will play through in the light side / with Mass Effect the nice the Paragon, or in different games that have that kind of like different choices. They'll play through nice before they can even play through in the mean way. Because
think-
there's like a bunch of sick things that happen that you can choose, but
It's so much worse in Knights of the Old Republic over like Mass Effect because people will fucking die if you're a dick.
People die in this one and in Mass Effect too, but probably not as
Not as bad.
not
as
as
Knights
bad.
Of the
No,
Republic.
Knights of the Republic, they like emotionally make you feel like, wow, I just completely crushed that person's life. Like when I take credits from people on the streets,
And they're like, "Please, I'm going to die.
that's
if
like
you take my money."
It's like, thank you, set your purse down and run.
I was doing an asshole Lee run of The Walking Dead the first season, and like I was always like, because when I play it through actually playing, I am so empathetic to everybody, and I want to be truthful and like I'm whatever. In that version, I was just fucking lying to everybody. There was one point where you had food and you had the option to distribute it among the people. I didn't give it to any of the kids. The kids didn't eat that, and Kenny was so pissed off. He's like, "You didn't feed Duck."
Oh, well, that's stupid duck anyway. So no one cares about duck.
It was hilarious. He was just like, I can't trust you, Lee. And the next thing he's like, what do you think, Lee? And then, didn't have
What
that big
is
of a-
this? Get back to editing.
What do you mean?
Joe's here. Hey, Joe, your microphone was off all last week.
Really?
Whoever
was
plugged it
plugged
back in
into the
plugged
wrong
it in the
slot.
completely wrong slot.
So you weren't mic'd up at all last week.
People were actually being real.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad that none of us noticed it by watching the actual VOD of Creature Talk that went up.
Wow. Is this on?
Yeah, that's on.
Well. How you guys doing today?
What are you doing? Get back.
It's like you're talking to us because I'm just watching you
weird.
over there.
Is it weird?
It's kind of weird.
It's like because normally you can't hear the person that's like.
Put the mic up to your face.
What? It's on.
The mic.
Yeah, I know.
mic
Put
is
it up to
going
your
right
face,
now.
though.
I'm gonna turn it up.
What are you doing? Don't
There we
turn
go.
it up.
There we go.
Now he's gonna sound really
He's gonna
loud.
be like
There
peeking.
we go.
You can turn it up on this thing?
Don't do
Well,
that.
I'm gonna get
Aaron.
back to editing now. You guys have a great day.
Is
It's
the
already
low cut
out.
button?
No. If it says -10,
Where is
Probably
it?
turned himself down.
get out of here, Joe.
Oh shit!
We just talked about Star Wars.
It's
Did
broken.
you better not have spoiled it.
Oh, we
Yeah,
did.
we spoiled it.
Spoilers.
You better not.
We
Tell
spoiled it.
everyone to watch
Okay, on Joe's recommendation, please watch Star Wars. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, KOTOR.
KOTOR.
So I actually played through the second one first.
KOTOR.
Yeah, me too.
And then when I went back to play the first one, that was what like a lot of people really raved about that one. It was
Those were the articles I read.
yeah, it was really good, but like after playing it's kind of like any game where you play the second it's like you're pretty much going back a lot of gameplay mechanics and the story's still cool and stuff, but it kind of hurts it that it's just like going back and then seeing it as it's dumbed down even more.
Yeah.
When it was released, actually, number 2 had a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Like without the patches, they cut out a lot of content.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing that I had an issue with that game was the ending for KOTOR 2 because it just
ignore it.
felt weird.
Just ignore it.
It just felt weird and
they
just
rushed it out.
disjointed. Yeah. It was just like a weird, disjointed, just thrown together, and you really didn't know what happened. Like it was just strange.
That was a hot burp. That stupid cocaine.
It's disgusting. It's absolutely
and
disgusting.
I have played the Old Republic a few times, but I can't get into it. It's too much. Maybe I'll try it again sometime when I have more time to try it, but I just can't get into it. It's too much. I just can't get into MMOs in general. It's just too much.
They're tough.
It's tough to get
That
into
was the Old
those.
Republic, right?
Yeah. That's what someone was asking in the comment.
I almost wanted to talk about something from Star Wars. Glad I didn't, because it would have been a spoiler.
But yeah, Star Wars is definitely fun.
Definitely
so I'm
go
excited to
see
do
it.
that. Aaron, are you going to join me in a playthrough of that? Are you going to play some too?
Yeah, I'm gonna play some soon.
Cool. Then we can
I've been
talk.
pretty-
Then we can talk back and forth about our different choices.
I've been itching to play it.
I've been itching to play it too. I can't wait to sit on the.
I've just been itchy lately. Like it's.
Can't wait to sit on
thing.
the moon of Nar Shaddaa and roam the surface and throw the. I'm gonna play on the light side. I'm gonna be nice. I thought about it for a second, but there was just too many things that just
Just go
went through my.
neutral.
Neutral's boring.
But you still get the force lightning, which is cool.
Yeah, that is true. That
can
is.
zap
I go out of my way. I always get the force lightning, no
Isn't
matter
that too
what.
close to the dark side kind of power? Like
Like,
I've never seen a Jedi. do
No,
that
that's the thing.
before.
I use force lightning in that game is so OP that you have to get it.
It's an AOE. You just zap.
It's yeah,
everyone.
you get that
Oh,
when
really?
you get the
It's
first because it's lightning, it's shock, lightning, and then storm. If you get that leveled up, it sure like when you go on the light side, it costs a lot more force points to do a dark side one, but it's so worth it because you just go like this, and everyone within I don't know, 50 meters, everyone dies. It's
just from one hit. Or you can if you're
sounds
dark side, you can
ridiculous.
also get the choke. But once you upgrade it all the way, you can choke everyone.
so it's just like, and then they're all just like,
Wow.
man, I missed that game.
Well, Dave subscribed for 40 months in a row.
Hey, that's a darn sure long time.
40
Holy
GG,
shit,
Dave.
Dave.
GG.
Hog champ.
Pretty awesome. But yeah, so that's my Star Wars stories and all that great stuff. What's your favorite Star Wars game, Daniel?
Favorite Star Wars game? I played Super SNES Super Return of the Jedi. I think it was what it was called. I don't think maybe it wasn't.
Super Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, it was super.
fuck?
No, it was the SNES version of not the NES version, but they released two different versions. It was really weird. They had Return of the Jedi for the SNES, and then they had Super Return of the Jedi. I don't know, maybe it had all the DLC. That's what it was called. But I played I played the shit out of that game. I raged like I was like a little James. I would blame my sister for anything that went wrong because she'd be talking while I'm playing.
Yeah, I used to do that too a lot.
So I just blame her. I'm like, Haley, shut up! I died because of you. But that was a pretty fun game. I used to play the first level over and over and over again because I would pretend it was like a movie scene, like I was like doing dialogue and stuff like that. It was pretty kind of dumb and sad, but it was funny.
Sure recorded that.
I wish. Yeah, we didn't have. No, my dad would borrow families' VHS cameras, so we didn't really have reenact it. Yeah. All right, I'll have to get Haley out here. I'll have to fly her out and yell at her.
That'd be pretty good.
What's your? Well, I guess Aaron kind of did answer.
Yeah, his is the same. Knights of the Republic, just such a good game. I played a few other games like
played a few other garbage Star Wars games, but nothing memorable.
Republic Commando was pretty good. That was a good one. Force Unleashed was okay. That was the newest before. I still haven't played Force Unleashed 2. I have it on Steam, but I still haven't gotten around to it. I don't know if it's any good, but
I hadn't really heard anything amazing about it, and they never made any more. It was an interesting story, though. I do like I like the story.
It was pretty interesting.
His name was Starkiller, wasn't it?
Yep.
Starkiller.
So I mean, that's
Starkiller. I just remember all the marketing was pretty awesome. How they had him pulling down a whole destroyer.
Well, the Blur trailers were amazing.
That was for 2. I don't think they had any for 1.
Yeah, 2 had all that Darth Vader Starkiller stuff. That was
because that's how it kind of ends. The first one ends that he's got to go after Darth Vader. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, then the Blur stuff was incredible.
But he comes as like apprentice or whatever.
Well, he was originally.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, so. Like I said earlier, we talked about this earlier for you, those of you who weren't watching, where this episode of Creature Talk is brought to you by Loot Crate, but we're here to talk about the Level Up, the monthly mystery apparel from Loot Crate. This is the new box that they're having us talk about. It consists of one stylish wearable, like a long sleeve shirt or lounge pants. You can get stuff like
ugly sweaters.
I don't know, maybe.
Those seem to be all the rave this year.
That's the rave for December. I mean, everyone has always done those, but they have 1 to 2 fashionable female accessories. And then 2 different pairs of high quality socks. So you get to look like Aaron and his high quality socks, except they're going to be themed. But yeah, the themes are usually inspired by all your favorite pop culture stuff, as you know. Loot Crate is great for like Star Wars, Doctor Who, Fallout 4. I think they're doing for this month. Of course, it's the same as it's the Galaxy one with Star Wars, so you're able to get all the stuff relating to the movie and other Galaxy related stuff. I'm assuming stuff like Star Trek and other Galaxy star franchises and stuff like that. But yeah, it's different things every month, and these things in this are premium high quality items, and with the list of all the stuff I gave. But yeah, you can go to lootcrate.com/creature, and if you use the promo code creature, you can get 10% off. So this is just another one of those boxes you can get on Loot Crate that's going to be full of some awesome stuff, some high quality premium items, and yeah, it's the Level Up monthly mystery apparel from Loot Crate, and lootcrate.com/creature. Use the code creature and save 10%.
Creature.
Thanks for sponsoring us this episode.
I just hope after this episode, from now on, that Loot Crate flies Aaron out to different events to be their sock model. I would love that.
Now, would he wear only the socks and nothing else?
Oh, well, I mean, that's, I think, a decision for the marketing team.
Or it could be the socks and then one of those, like, suits, the skin tight, like, he covers your whole face.
I could wear a giant sock.
He could be a giant sock, too.
He could be Socky, their model.
Like, Socky the sock model.
Like those fruit people for that underwear brand.
Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah. Just like that, except a sock.
Well, I guess that could work. We'll sign Aaron up. Oh, but yeah, so Star Wars, we got to talk about that. The holiday season, all sorts of crazy stuff happening. Got to talk about all that stuff.
Crazy weather.
I need to, it has been very crazy. The weather's been bad. It's kind
of made it so like some people can't get in easily.
It was funny because Tuesday, it was when the storm hit. So at the beginning of the week, Tuesday hit, and this massive storm,
which is the first day of our week,
out of nowhere, just comes out of nowhere at night, at about midnight the night before, starts snowing. and just snows all day long. And it snowed more. It hasn't snowed that much in a long time. So it was like
that, and the following days were all so low temperature.
well,
that none of it would
that's
melt
the thing.
off.
It was so high. So it was a little less than a foot, but drifting would cause it to get around 2 feet or so. And then so it was really hard to get around. I couldn't get around because my Mustang rear wheel drive is very light and just does not have any way to get through snow very easily. But then all the days, like Dan was saying afterwards, were very cold, so nothing would melt. They don't plow the secondary roads here in Denver. I don't know why, but all the secondary roads aren't
Just
plowed.
makes it fun.
So it all gets snow packed and icy and just it was
It's like Mad
crazy.
Max out there when you're on the ice.
It
You're
is.
just sliding around. You run into a Mortan Jeanette who's taking her kids to their ballet recital. And she's just like, mediocre! And then
I just see this. I just see
Slides
this
off the
big
road.
soccer mom SUV with this lady sitting on top of it with just long hair and like a rebreather mask, and it's
this
just
big puffy jacket, and her kids are like dragging behind the car.
you're going to ballet. It's just these oversized tires, and man,
Every time Jordan drives me, I feel like we're gonna slide headfirst into another car.
today
So
My
scary.
favorite is when because I've gotten picked up from Jordan when it's been pretty bad weather-wise, and he likes to slide his car around a lot in parking lots.
You know what's really great is that my Mustang allows me to do that even more so. Because one, I can
Yeah, that
turn
was your Lexus
I can
before.
turn the traction control off, so I don't have any restraint. And then, the Lexus was, I think the Lexus was a 4-wheel drive actually.
Yes, it was.
It had an option to
It
go
was.
4-wheel, so I could do that in the snow. So it was really easy to get around, and it was a lot higher where my Mustangs were super low.
As I heard them say on the news the other day, 4-wheel slide. Don't forget, just because you have 4-wheel drive doesn't make
Well, that's
you
the
immune
thing out
to the
here is
weather out here.
people think that they are
That's
immune
bad, yeah.
because of 4-wheel drive. All it does is allow you to get out of like spots that are really snowy.
Yeah.
It doesn't really change any portion of.
It doesn't
like-
mean you can fucking
Yeah, because people are just like, okay, more
it's
Jeanette
okay.
or whatever. They're just like
in
driving
her
like
4-wheel
mad.
drive minivan.
And then they
Remember that
slam.
car that we saw?
So we saw a Subaru Outback, a 4-wheel drive car. That was, I don't even know how this happened, by the way, because this was yesterday, so most of the ice was gone. It was up on a bank that was probably about, 3 or 4 feet high. The entire car had gone over and was just like balancing on the like it was like halfway on, halfway off. I don't know how it happened. It was weird. It was weird, but yeah,
Precision driving right there.
obviously. But
Maybe you
yeah,
didn't know you needed to turn, and you just kept.
I guess so.
going.
Because it was weird because I can't see how a slide would do that because you would have to be going real fast to get up there. Otherwise, it kind of would have just bounced off it.
It's
so.
the panic acceleration.
That's what Aaron was saying. It was probably just someone panicked and just like. But yeah, things here. It's just a madhouse when it's like that. But like Dan says, I like to take some fun corners.
I do it a little bit too, but not like on the road when there's people around. Like if there's nobody around, I
pop
might.
it into first or second gear and accelerate, and my back end just.
I can't wait for Jordan to just take us on the highway and just do a 720.
To be honest, I do it with I do it like the sliding thing with Aaron, even when it's not snowy.
Yep.
Like when I'm coming out of his apartment complex, I'll just slam on the accelerator to try and whip out. And sometimes there were some sprinklers that leave a little bit of water, so as soon as I go out the edge, I'd get my back tires to be coated a little bit, and sure enough, just.
Somebody said Throwback Thursday to Dan and Jordan's tornado chasing adventure.
Oh
Remember
yeah.
the tornado warning? That was pretty
Yeah.
spooky. That was really spooky. There was
Some
hail
spooky
and
times, some spooky times.
there was-
Snowstorms are always fun though. I like driving around in snowstorms and being inside when snowstorms are happening. And
Drive us into a tree.
I don't mind it so much. I mean that's the worst case scenario, pretty much that I've come across when I've been driving in North Carolina, Colorado, when it snows, and usually it's like, it snows, it melts off a lot, and
Usually
the
pretty
trucks
quick.
the trucks come through in one wipe, because they only do one wipe. It actually helps it out, and it's pretty much melted by the time I wake up. So
yeah, it was like the next 3 days after were all icy and snowy. So it's still like the road conditions did not change. It just wasn't snowing anymore. So it was pretty nasty.
The thing I hate about apartment complexes is since the buildings are so tall and they're so close together, if it snows in in just the general parkway when you're driving around in the road, there are these mass sections that never get any sunlight. So the buildings block it, and there will be snow and ice just in that one section for probably about a week after everything else melted off. So.
Yeah, it's that like that's the main reason I couldn't get out is because they didn't plow my apartment complex like driveway.
That sounds like my last.
It was just like it was funny because I
place.
walked out to my car and I'm just like, okay, it's snowing out. I want to get into work because I got to get my December daily dozen done and stuff like that, and I need to get some stuff done. So I really do need to get into work. I walk down, I look at my car. There's about a foot of snow on top of it, and I'm just like, ah. Then I look at the road.
Do you not have garages there?
No. Well, there's garages for some of the ones, but it's not like
it's a paid one.
It's not like you have to
Jordan's
get it separately.
Not wealthy enough for
So I couldn't afford that.
Yeah, you have to
garage.
also walk probably a fair bit.
And well, no, actually, the garages are all like hooked up to the apartment.
All right,
so
no,
it's-
you were right, Aaron.
It's not wealthy enough.
it's-
It's a hobo.
But so I get down there and I see just this nice just line of all the cars. No one's going to work, obviously, and my car's covered in about a foot, and there's about a foot of snow all around it. You can't see the wheels, you can't see under the car because it's so low. So I'm just like, okay, I don't have a shovel.
Did you pull your windshield wipers up so they don't stick to the?
No, I never do that. I never do that. It's usually not that cold that it does that.
It's done it a couple times for me.
I think that the one time I did it was when it was super cold the other day.
It's bad if it's like rainy snow at
Yeah,
first because
yeah.
that'll.
This
stick
one was
it
just
to the
pure
windshield.
powder, though. It was a pretty good snowfall. So I see this lovely snow drift that is my car. I have to brush it all off. I get it all brushed off. In the meantime, the apartment people are shoveling the driveway, the walkways, just the sidewalks around. So they're just shoveling the sidewalks and then up and down the stairs because all the snow has gone into like the stair sections.
Nooks and crannies.
And I just like see them there, and then all of a sudden one of them goes over because this one guy comes around the corner and is just like starts spinning out. He has like a PT Cruiser or something. So he just comes around the corner.
PTSD. His PTSD, and he's spinning out, going, "Oh, Charlie everywhere!"
No, he's just spinning out. He has an obvious front wheel drive.
Man, a Mortan Janet's just riling everybody up today.
This wasn't a Mortan Jeanette here. This was someone else that
was one of her war boys.
one of the war boys was in their PT Cruiser. Came around the corner and just like this whole driveway parking lot section is just a big thing of slush. It's just there's about a foot of snow. There's a bunch of snowpack. Then on top of it, there's like ice, and then a bunch of snow, and then just water. So it's just this big slushy mess. I had to trudge across, and then people come around the corner and just sitting there. Then all of a sudden they start sliding over to because most roads are designed so that it's kind of like a crown.
Yeah.
And so all the water flows off of it, and then there's like the gutters. So everyone, your car's gonna start going into it. So the guy's car just sinks into it. he's just mashing on the accelerator. His tires are just like just slush spitting up all over the place. So the one guy that's shoveling the sidewalk is like, okay, I'm gonna go over and help him, and he's trying to, and just he keeps on spinning. The guy like tries to rock it, so he'd back up. Go forward, but no, he wouldn't go anywhere. So back up. So pretty much he ends up all the way back at the end of the thing, just keeps on backing up, and then he gets stuck in a different portion, and eventually he just turns and goes back the other way because it was so bad. And then so I'm about halfway through brushing off my car, and then all of a sudden I see another hero coming around the corner, thinking he's gonna get out and he's gonna be the one. Sure enough, comes into that same spot. This time the sidewalk guys don't even help. They just sit there. One guy just stops and takes a break and watches this guy. Watches him just like, and he was in some kind of other hatchback. I don't know what it was. I can't remember. But he was just sitting there spinning his tires, and eventually he backed up. And at that point, I'm all done, and I have my car on the whole time, so it's warming up and stuff, so it's easy to clear off, and I'm all done. I look under my tires, and I look back at the street, and I'm just like, I really don't think this is gonna work. So I give it one try, and sure enough, I can't even move. My car will not, like, even I pop it in. You know, it's reversing. I have to get out of there reversing, so I can't really mess with the gears too much. But I just feather it as light as I can. It just does not want to move. It just keeps on spinning. So I was just like, okay, whatever. And I get up, and once again, another hero comes around the corner. Yeah, they're charged around the corner. They get almost to the gate, and then all of a sudden, and I just walk by him, and he starts backing up as I'm walking by, and he didn't even try that long. He's just like, yeah, whatever, and he just backed up around the corner and left. So no one was able to get out of that gate. I gave up because I couldn't get out of my parking spot, and I walked back, and one of the guys was shoveling off the stairs, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not even trying. He's like, yeah, I'm going back to get some hot chocolate right now.
So how long did this whole event take?
Probably about 20 to 30 minutes of me
You're
like,
just cleaning off your car.
cleaning off my car and watching
tried
people
once.
struggle in the slush. It was pretty interesting to see all that happening, but it was it was pretty good. But then Spencer had he was able to he had a front wheel drive, which front wheel drives are a lot easier because they're easier to control in the when I used to have my Mazda car, like I could get through snow pretty easily with that thing because it was just front wheel drive.
Yeah, I haven't like this year. I haven't had any issues so far.
Yeah, they're a lot.
It was a little
easier.
spooky that one day when nothing had been plowed. Driving out of my apartment complex because it was it was about a
usually
foot.
The worst part about no matter what car you're in is starting. Like stopping is no big deal. It's whatever you pump your brakes and you can control it pretty good. But it's whenever you have to go uphill and accelerate.
That's spooky as
It's
fuck.
It's really the roughest part of it. Or coming down like whenever you're coming out of the office or any other thing, there usually just gets to be this big pile of slush at the bottom of any turnout.
And there's such a ramp.
So the office
angle.
one is the worst, but it's a little easier for the office one because it's like you have a kind of like a thing you can drop and then get out of it. But with a lot of places, it's just this big slushy area. Yeah. So you have to kind of stop in it to like look and be like, okay, am I okay to go here?
Yeah, because you're not going to be able to start quick.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to be able to go.
So you have to be like,
you're going to be like.
So sometimes you get stuck in that little section. So that's like a bad spot. And
Yeah. Well, that's why I hate parking. Coming out of the office complex. When I need to pull far enough to be able to see the light over there because I know I'm not going to be able to get a good start. So I have to see there's no traffic that way and no traffic that way.
Yeah.
And I have to be pulled far enough up for it. And I'm afraid I'm going to start sliding
then
down
you get
into
stuck
the
in that crevice that's going to
that would
swallow
be-
your
yeah,
car
so-
whole.
We've already seen quite a bit of accidents this month. Probably like 6 or 7.
Yeah, good chunk of people
Like
that just
there was one
don't
where it's
know
just
how
like
to
3
drive.
people. You remember that?
Yeah, we were coming out. When were we? What were we doing? We were going
Almost
somewhere.
done, Aaron.
Was it the Red Robins?
Yeah. It's when we were going to Red Robin. I don't even think it was icy that day. I really don't even think there was any snow. We just went out of the office and we drove down the road. We saw 3 accidents on the way to Red Robin.
Whew.
Like it was just like, okay, there's an accident with I don't even know how that happened. Then there's another one. I don't even know how that one happened. And then it was ridiculous.
Have I ever had any car troubles? I had one. Now I don't have any anymore. I think I'm good now.
You have to have a car to have car troubles.
Only takes one.
It takes one.
Oh man. Well, that's
What topic were we just going off of?
I guess that was
New Year's
technically the
stuff.
holidays one. And New Year's stuff, just chatting about how we're getting that renovation done. So there's some stuff going on with that. Working on a lot of we got a cool. We're gonna try and get a better grip on getting shorts done.
Yeah.
Higher production. Working on the shows that we already have to get higher production with those shows.
Yeah.
Is that video up yet?
Yeah, it's a.
No, it should go up in
4 minutes.
5
4
minutes.
minutes.
4 minutes.
Perfect timing.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, well, one of those things, like the Secret Santa thing. We couldn't do the Secret Santa thing. There was another project that we were trying to do this month that didn't get done as well. That was supposed to be a big, cool thing.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it might still get made at some point, just not.
Yeah,
who knows?
just not as of this month. But yeah,
So-
there's a lot of cool stuff we're working on. Have some more people in mind to be coming into the office here soon. So
Yeah.
keep a lookout on that.
Using the Black Magic 4K camera more.
Yeah, no matter
camera's
how
sweet.
bad that thing sucks with its, just faults, it just turns out the
We need
best quality
We
footage.
need to stop filming or stop doing shorts with it that are filmed in low light. Just because, we need to start setting things during the day with that camera because that's where the footage will look the most amazing. Or maybe even outside.
That's it. That's the only problem. If we do stuff outside, the screen sucks.
Oh,
on it.
yeah, it does.
And then the battery sucks.
We need to
Like,
get that Steadicam rig that I looked at.
I say we get a new 4K cam
Wait,
that
what?
we won't ever use.
No, I've wanted a red camera, red Phantom.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like the one that was only like 10 grand or something like that, like that.
Only 10. Yeah,
I know. Comparative to the red
compared to
Epic, which was like
reds,
40 grand
the
or something
40
like
and
that.
50 grand reds are, that's what he's saying. Just,
But
10
I mean,
grand.
the Phantom or whatever that was, I think it was the Phantom Flex or something like that. It's shot in like 5K or something
They had
like that.
6K, like some
and
of
you
those
could
new
shoot
reds are
like
6K.
slow motion in 1080p or even like
It was
4K.
It was like 300 frames. To
Yeah, if we dropped it to
1080p,
720, it would have been like
It was not-
a stupid amount of frames.
It was good.
So I've seen so many things filmed on the red cameras that I want a red camera so bad. One day that'll be
Black Magic's good.
next year. Secret Santa.
Wait
I'm
till
gonna
you
put on
see
my
this
list.
thing we shot with the Black Magic
Yeah.
the past few days here.
We'll
I'm
see
really
if-
excited. There's just some cool looking shots in there.
Anyway, Joe's going back to editing. He was talking to the
Back to
chat.
editing, Joe. Man, what in the world?
I can hear them talking a little bit.
Yeah, I can't hear them talking out
They're
there.
not even working.
How dare they?
A bunch of
Joe said, "I'm going to
pieces
go
of
back to
shit.
editing," and then he turned to Spencer and started talking to him.
Sounds about right.
Let's talk about Star Wars.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for joining us. Oh my goodness, and he's just putting Joe.
He said, like, I saw one of his, I think it was his Instagram this morning where he was like, it said something about, be sure to give people hugs today or hug yourself or something like that. It was,
He didn't hug any of us.
Yeah, he
What
didn't.
the fuck is he doing?
I know. He's
Why won't
telling
he hug us?
something about hugging. It was pretty funny.
It'd be nice if Joe
Bullshitting on
actually.
Twitter.
Yeah, if he actually hugged us sometimes.
Don't
Oh
yell
my
at
goodness!
Joe.
Look, he's sucking up to me right now.
Yeah.
Dan,
he's kissing
you're
ass.
my other best boss. Jordan, you're the best boss.
My goodness.
I'm feeling left out.
Aaron, you're a great.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no, he's coming to hug us all. Oh,
okay, I know,
there.
he's got hugs.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Joe. Oh, he just unplugged it. Oh. Hi, Joe.
Oh, you're just
That's
gonna
nice
have to
to
come back
see.
around this. Oh no, he's
give
gonna
Aaron
go
a
the
hug.
risky way.
God damn it! This
Okay,
isn't even
well,
a hug.
Thank you for joining us, Joe.
Gotta go.
You
Back to
keep
work.
you keep positive, but get back to work.
You gave me whiplash.
People need their videos this holiday season.
Wait, what?
They need
want-
the
they
videos
want
this
the
holiday
video gifts.
season.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Joe.
He, like hugged my neck.
He's like strangled Aaron.
Wow.
But yeah, so lots of cool New Year stuff. I'm sure we'll talk about it, once we get stuff planned out more.
No.
Said he loves you so much he wanted me to
Get the
Oh
fuck
my
outta
goodness.
here.
No.
Spencer's giving us hugs from Joe.
Please.
Oh my
Joe
goodness.
said he couldn't go another minute without letting you guys know. And letting all the fans know.
Joe's
Both of
love
you guys took
knows
the
no
risky round. I'm
bounds.
surprised.
There you go.
Well,
Say
tell Joe we said thanks for telling you to give us hugs.
Yeah, I'm sure he loves you.
Spencer kind of moaned when he hugged me. That was weird.
Was it like a I'm sorry moan or a, I enjoy
Oh, was
this?
it not a like he was making effort to bend down.
He's making it.
Mm.
No, not that kind of.
Oh man.
Like Homer Simpson donuts.
Oh boy. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. But
Video's live.
video just went live, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to go check out that new video, it is currently live. Charge and like that
Can't we just
video and
play
comment
it
and
on
say
here
meow.
or something.
Well, then they wouldn't have to go to the page now, would they?
What if we played half? Of
Why
it?
would we play the video in?
So
like,
we wouldn't have to talk.
That's true.
Well, we'll actually talk about that
talk.
video here in a little bit after people have gone and watched it, or we can just well no, I
It's
guess
called The Great Elf Escape.
the Great Elf Escape. So
Spoiling everything.
it's pretty much an elf escapes.
Spoiler.
And Santa's got to hunt him down. It's
And guess who's Santa and guess who's the elf?
Hey, look, someone linked it right there. So another thing happening recently, Hideo Kojima.
Kojima.
started his new studio.
Kojima.
It looks like his NDA or non-competition or something with his contract.
His contract
with
was
Konami
terminated the 12th.
finally finished. So he's able to start up his new studio, and I think he took his team.
They announced that he partnered with Sony.
Yeah, and he is
Directly
partnered
with
with Sony, so he is going to get back into making games. I think from what rumors say, or this may be confirmed, I'm not really sure. I'm not that much of a journalist. He's unable to talk. He's unable to
I'm
talk
only a
about
doctor.
Konami at all. Like, I don't think he could even say the word Konami without being shot.
Probably like a non-disparaging sort
Yeah,
of deal.
something like that. I don't know.
Non-disparaging agreement. NDA.
Yeah, there's some all sorts of NDA stuff and stuff. But I'll be interested to see. It's kind of sad to see some of the stuff that he was working on go. But
See,
not that I played any of it.
Silent
but
Hills.
I know other people will be sad about it.
Want some Silent Hills.
Did you get the mic closer to your mouth?
Well, at least we'll have the PT forever as long as you downloaded it before they took it off the PlayStation
Never
Store.
even played it.
Well, you can go and
Our
hub
PlayStation
PS4
here, yeah,
has
the
it.
Hub PS4 has it. I also have it at
It's
home
too
on my
old
PS4.
now.
It's too old. That's old news right there.
That's
That
not
is
relevant.
old news. But yeah, so the Kojima, it'll be interesting to see what he makes next in his brand new studio. We wish him the best, and hopefully
He's going to
he
be
makes
releasing Iron Cog Liquid. No, that still works.
Yeah, that's
Iron
Liquid
Cog,
Serpent?
Iron Cog Juice.
I thought you said something else right there.
No, juice. Because
Still, it's
drink.
Drink.
So
Drink.
it'd be
Juice drink.
why couldn't it be metal or not or iron cog liquid?
Because like there's Liquid Snake in the
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what's another type of like matter?
Gas.
that's gas. Iron Cog Gas.
Iron cog
starring Gas Bird Hawk. And the Mortan Janet is the villain in it. Full circle.
Oh man, a more tangent. The amount of soccer moms that exist in this part of Denver is just atrocious.
Fair
That's
bit.
old
I saw your Lexus SUV. I see it every day.
It's
always
the
a
most
soccer mom
popular.
general.
The most popular car in Highlands Ranch in Littleton is the RX 350. That's just
everyone in Littleton's
everywhere.
white.
there's just it's just the classic like
Old white people.
It's bad though. It's real bad. It's really sad to know that you can't go out and like we were trying to get breakfast the other day, and you go out and you can't even go to breakfast on a weekday without it being full of just a bunch of stay-at-home moms that have actually gone out for the day with all their girlfriends and are eating brunch or breakfast together.
Yeah, I am always surprised whenever I like stroll into Safeway at like 11:30 on a weekday. It's always pretty packed.
Yeah,
With, I guess,
there's just
house moms and stuff
nothing
like that.
ever stops here because there's just all these soccer moms that are out and about. Their kids
Out
are at
and
school and they have nothing else to do. That's why there's a wine and canvas shop around the corner where you can go drink wine and paint. So
Maybe I can be a soccer mom when I retire.
you might be able to, Aaron.
With that outfit, you can do anything you want.
We
Aaron.
should ask artist Joe of his stories. He told me that he worked at an art and canvas store once.
Did he?
Yeah. So we should ask him about that next time he's on Creech Talk because apparently there was some pretty good stuff that happened. There's some pretty good stuff from some all those cougars.
Was he the muse? He'd strip down and be the subject.
Yeah, he may have been, but yeah. So that's great. What were we talking about? Kojima. Yeah, that's right. Kojima.
Kojima.
What are you looking at, Aaron?
What are you doing with that?
Kind of nauseous.
What?
The
Why?
cocaine. The cocaine.
He's not
That's kinda
doing so
nasty.
well.
It's
What do you
kinda nasty.
expect?
Well, as Jordan has said before, cocaine is one hell of a drug.
I don't even have any
Crack
more of
cocaine.
those good burps.
There's some ramen that we have in the. I'm really thinking about getting that right after we finish.
I ordered some too.
Oh man!
Oh,
it's so good.
the ramen from Megan?
Because Megan from Behemoth sent us a whole box of ramen and like
Because she had seen Spencer eating
the cup of ramen,
and she was like, "That's not real ramen."
yeah, that's and then she sent this really good stuff. I can't even remember the name.
I
of
haven't
it,
had
but
one of them yet.
There's two left. There's 2 left. I'm
All
getting
right,
one of
me
them.
and
I call
Jordan.
one of them.
I'm
Unless
gonna take
hopefully
took
one of
the
those
last
2
of the game
jerks.
fuel, the last of the cocaine drinks, and then.
You're the worst kind of person.
And I'm usually not that kind of person.
So I'm gonna go
usually not
snatch
the
one of
last.
those bad boys up.
I'm usually
It's
the
so that ramen's so bad for you though. Like all these like instant ramens.
There's
and
a shit ton of sodium.
There's just so much salt.
Nothing I eat is good for me, anyways.
See, now you're actually starting to pay attention to stuff since you're working out more.
Yeah, like
So now you're paying
actually,
attention
and
to
I'm just
food.
like,
Sodium's in everything.
I mean, it's technically the thing
gross
is it
amount of
says
sodium.
860 milligrams or whatever on the thing, but if you look closely, it says servings per container too.
Oh, yeah,
So there's
yeah.
like 1,600 milligrams. That's like 60%.
That's where they get you, is
It
the
says
serving
30% of
size.
your daily intake, so you get 60% of your daily salt intake on one thing of ramen. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I
So
get
if I
that-
eat one, I guess I'm okay.
I get that's why that makes sense for like snacks and stuff like that, like chips. Like if it has a couple different serving sizes, because you're not going to eat an entire like damn bag of chips.
I don't know.
in
Some
one
people
go.
do.
Well, I
Some
mean,
people do.
Yeah.
if you have no self control,
I think
Aaron,
Aaron-
self-control.
Aaron doesn't have any self-control, and I'm pretty
and it
sure
shows
that he would.
that slob.
I don't know why I'm so skinny.
You've said it. Your metabolism.
Once he gets
Metabolism.
2 years down the road when he's our age right now,
Yeah.
Dan, it'll
Once
catch
you
up
hit
to him.
Sumo wrestler
Once you hit
status.
25
He will.
ish, it'll start to stick around.
Aaron will be our favorite sumo wrestler.
Fill in all my clothes.
We could do me versus Aaron.
Mm.
You'll have to wear the diapers.
Yep. Aaron,
to
do you
wear
agree
those
with the
diapers.
diaper? I'll wear the diaper.
Diapers just in case something bad happens from all the food we're eating.
Dan doesn't eat an entire bag of chips. Sure, I don't like chips. They like cut up my tongue a lot, and I don't have the best teeth. So
You're telling me.
Cheez-Its, on the other hand, I could down a bag of those.
Cheez-Its, but
Now,
not chips?
wait a
What the
second.
fuck?
Wait a second. I
You
have
know what I hate? Triscuits. Fuck
before you
Triscuits.
get off of Cheez-Its.
Okay.
I used to eat, and I am pretty sure these are gone now. I used to eat cheese nips. Like
nips.
cheese nips were I felt the better version of Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its were always too
What the
salty.
fuck is wrong with you?
Cheese nips.
What
Cheese
do they
nips,
look like?
they're exactly the same as Cheez-Its, but they weren't as salty. They weren't as sharp and weren't as salty. And there was this jalapeno flavored one that I would just devour when I lived back in Massachusetts.
Oh.
I don't know what happened to them because I don't see them at the stores anymore.
Cheez-Its
So it's a
finally won the
knockoff?
lawsuit.
It wasn't a knockoff. It was just it was like Coke and Pepsi. Like it was.
They look exactly
They,
the
they
same.
are exactly the same,
They look
but
exactly
they
the
tasted
same.
different.
But it's
and-
Kraft as opposed to whatever the fuck makes
So what
Cheez-Its.
happened to them?
I don't know. Cheese Nips. I can go on the Cheese Nips wiki.
Go to the Cheese Nips wiki because I want to know the Cheese Nips. Maybe it was too racy of a name. Like maybe people just decided that it was.
Cheese Nips are
Yeah.
small.
That was like
it
a
came from
guttural.
right
That
here.
was a guttural like
That was
bubbling.
nasty. That was nasty.
Cheese Snips are small cheese-flavored crackers manufactured by Mondelez International under its brand Nabisco. They are
Yeah, it was
similar-
Nabisco Cheese Nips.
They are similar to Kellogg's Sunshine Cheez-It. Wait, Cheez-Its is Kellogg's then? Okay, let's see here.
What happened to them?
Cheese Nips, originally styled as Cheese-Nips, were introduced in 1955 and positioned in the 1980s as a competition to Cheez-It. By 1999, the box was given more of a contemporary look with the slogan 100% real cheese taste explosion. Followed with the Kraft Philip Morris merger of Nabisco in 2000 as Kraft Cheese Nips. The product and all other cheese-related items were used with Kraft cheese crackers shaped as characters from Nickelodeon show Cat Dog were produced to further market the snack.
Maybe that's why it went under.
Kraft uses cross promotions with other products and events to sell Cheese Nips. In 2003, it sponsored a NASCAR Chevy driven by Steve Park. In return for financial sponsorship, Kraft was allowed to place its logo of Cheese Nips as well as Fig Newtons prominently on the back of the car, where it likely is seen by spectators of races. The car was sold as a toy in miniature form as a collector's item, and that's the last thing it says on the wiki page about the history of that.
What happened to Cheese Nips?
It's apparently still around. It says
Get it on Amazon.
Search it on Amazon really quick. I want to see if it's there because I haven't seen it in any stores. Maybe Safeway and King Soopers don't have the Cheez-Its have the
Maybe it's a
monopoly.
regional thing. I don't know. They buy the rights for the cheese-related snack in the region.
Hey, there's a lot of that that goes on. Like it's just like Coke and Pepsi. Like my favorite sweet tea is Gold Peak, but there's pure leaf sweet tea, and it depends on where you go that they have the
There's
predominant
plenty of cheese nips on
different
here, Jordan.
types.
There's Minion cheese nips.
What in the world? Where are the cheese nips?
Where are the cheese nips?
Where
He
are the
says
cheese nips? I want to
indignantly.
know.
Where are the cheese nips?
Why do you want
Bring
your
the cheese
knockoff
nips?
Look at that.
Cheez-Its
I have
so
cheese. Cheez-Its suck comparative. What?
No, I was just laughing at what he said.
Look at that.
You know
How
what? I
much are
prefer
they?
Mountain Lion to Mountain Dew.
You know what?
I'm moving back to North Carolina to get my Mountain
What
Lion.
about- I like Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder.
Like my Costco
The
brand
Shasta
soda.
ripoffs. Okay, 1 second. Let me just order some cheese nips really quick.
He's going on the Amazon app. Order some cheese nips.
nips.
So, Star Citizen funding an alpha. People were there were people tweeting at me saying I should do the Star Citizen thing.
pack of two.
What
There's
can you even
two.
do in the alpha?
He's so
I'll go over in a second
yeah,
after I order
he's
my
too
cheese.
into the cheese. I set that up so he could
May
talk.
arrive after Christmas.
Well, of course, Jordan. It's,
Do they have the
it's
flavors?
like 6 days until Christmas.
Do they have the flavors? 1 second. 1 second. They don't have any of the flavors. But what about my jalapeno and Cheez-Its?
Atomic
Cheese
Baby Panda lives in North Carolina. That's where Artisan.
Hey, look,
Artisan
there's the
are from.
Cheese Nips car. It's for sale on Amazon.
Wait, what? How much was that?
How much was it? $83.
What the fuck?
For a toy
How
Cheez
big
Nips
is it?
car?
That little tiny Cheese Nips car? Was it limited edition? Did it say limited edition at the end of that wiki thing?
Who knows?
I'm gonna know in a
Who
second.
knows?
Anyway, Star Citizen Alpha.
Star
and funding.
Citizen. So after all these years and all the money, it actually just crossed $100 million in funding, making it probably one of the biggest fan
Oh, it is a
funds.
collector's item.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be why. So probably make it one of the biggest fan-funded games ever. Past $100 million in funding. They released the Alpha 2.0, which is they had first released you could go around in the hangars and do nothing.
I tried that.
Then they released. I did that too. I played about an hour or two just running around the hangar. What? You gotta get used to your hangar.
Jesus.
But they also released. What was the name of it? Was it Star Commander or something Commander?
You talking about that?
The dogfighting thing.
Oh, I don't know.
So they released the dogfighting thing next. So that was considered like the Alpha 1.0. And now they've released the Alpha 2.0, which is a big chunk. They still have the dogfighting thing, but now they have an open world section where you can go around and there's like 20 some missions. There's random events that happen. You can explore. Then they have the FPS section of it where you can actually fight with other people and do some FPS things and walk around. Arena Commander. That's what it's called. Thank you, Crazy Guitar Man 23. So they have Arena Commander. They have the open world, which has like a planet. There's a planet, and then there's a few moons and some asteroid belts, and like it's just like this big area where you can go around and do some missions and stuff. And then random dogfighting events happen. There's different like derelict ships you can loot and stuff. So, and then refueling and all that stuff. So there's a lot. There's a good chunk of stuff. Not nearly as much as they're saying is going to be in the game, but it's kind of cool. I haven't had a chance to try it yet because my Star Citizen on my computer here wasn't patching, so I have to reinstall the entire thing. But I'm gonna get it back at home as well, so I can try it out. But it should be pretty fun.
I don't even know if I want to play the alpha because there's so much hype around it. I might want to just wait till it's actually out and not.
Do you think it's actually going to come out
That's
like
a good
anytime
question.
soon? This is at the point where it's like we're playing to try and get as much as we can for what we spent on this because, like you said, you spent like what did you put into it?
I put
Aaron?
like $120
I
into it or
put
something.
I did the $300 package and I got a nice ship out of it, but
I just got caught up in the hype and just.
so we could maybe play play and you could ride in my ship because I got a pretty big ship that
Can we do that?
yeah we can.
You'd be a passenger.
He can actually help operate the ship.
Co-pilot?
Like he can be my co-pilot,
Like
or he
Star
could be
Wars.
on the guns. So we could go and fight some pirates. He could be my Wookiee.
My Wookiee. My
Would you like to be my
I
Wookiee?
don't want to be your Wookiee. It's kind of weird.
Why not?
You're gonna crash us into stuff.
I am not. It's my ship. If I wreck my ship, it's gone, isn't it?
I don't know how it works actually.
I don't know how it works in this one. Like there's insurance and stuff. I think I have an insurance plan on my ship, but
I think the game's like 50 gigs too.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
big at this
big.
point. It ran pretty crappy on my SLIs, so I had to turn off SLI when I was playing it because it had like a major issue. But it's on Unity, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm curious to see what it's like now, comparative. Because I think I have a 980 at home, so I want to try it out on that.
I want to wait for it, but it's gonna be so long till this game comes.
That's why you
out.
got to try the alpha. Just try the alpha, see how you like it, and if you don't like it, then just wait until
That's
the
a drug
full
dealer
game.
tactic.
That's what they are.
Gonna
They're
get
Just
making
try a
one
little
big
bit.
drug.
If you don't like it, I won't bother you anymore. Here's a free sample. Your face when you did that.
Very nice. So yeah, that's what's happening with Star Citizen. I'm gonna get into trying to try it the alpha. Has anyone tried out the alpha so far? Like in the chat? I
Maybe
mean, I guess it's
maybe
on
the
sub
Crazy Guitar
mode,
Man.
so it's definitely on sub mode. So I'm sure there's not going to.
I think Crazy Guitar Man
We'll see if they do here in a second.
has probably
See if
played
they do
it.
here in a second.
Let's just wait for the delay to work
Just
itself
just
out.
wait for that delay. Just let it. Just
For
let
those
it.
watching listening on iTunes and watching on YouTube, just give us a moment.
Just kind of hanging out.
We're
here.
waiting for a moment in time to occur.
Let's. I guess we can quick go over what we're up to. Let's do that. We haven't done that in a while. While I'm
It's been a
waiting.
long time. What are we up? What are you up?
There we go. Crazy Guitar Man. Crazy Guitar Man came through. I tried playing it, but I was getting 10 FPS, so it was crap.
Aaron,
Oh.
what have you been up to?
You sure you want to know?
Yes.
Doing a lot of masturbating at home.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's just a
What
given.
At the office?
gaming wise and
Oh.
streaming? Hey, I gave Aaron my spare webcam, so he now has face.
So he can
face
record
cam.
himself masturbating at home
Oh
now.
well,
Oh, yeah.
not that. Hopefully not that, but
There's been a couple of Twitch streamers who have done that.
Who have thought they forgot to end streaming and then fucking went and masturbated.
Yeah.
oh,
Like,
man.
okay, guys, see you later.
I remember a
And it
league
didn't
streamer.
go off, and they're just like,
League streamer did that once.
they
and
masturbate. They're just watching the VOD of what they just did.
What? Like, how do you even do that? Like, how?
I hid your webcam as soon as I was done streaming. Because immediately after,
He doesn't need that shit.
I needed to hide it.
It didn't need to see what he
Oh
was
my
up to
goodness.
next.
I don't want to get judged by the webcam.
Because that
Yeah.
doesn't go. That stays on the internet forever at that point. Yeah, that there's been a few instances of that, whether it's them going to have some fun time on their bed behind their computer setup, or
Ooh, fun time.
some super fun
Like
time.
playing some Monopoly.
Yeah, playing some
That
board
edible
games.
Monopoly that we picked up.
Yeah.
That somebody just
Yeah,
digging
well,
through
Dex
in the
asked
kitchen.
yesterday before he left. He's like, "Is anyone touching this?" And I was like, "No, just eat it." Or it's gonna sit there and get bad. It
Well, I like
probably
it.
already is.
The
bad
Monopoly
at this
map
point,
is in
but-
the trash. And
Why?
Well, why do you throw it
We
away?
could've played with it.
Well, at least someone's enjoying it. Unbelievable.
What are you
Oh,
up to, Jordan?
I
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about your tattoo with the
the December
double-
daily double dozen's going down. It's not good.
How many knives?
I got the first knife I got when I was like
in
when
my
Steam
office,
locked
right?
me out, and I was in. I need you to just trade that stuff, by the way.
I need to do it. You can't do it.
I guess I can if I were to log onto your
That-
computer.
Well, you were logged on to my computer already.
Yes,
I thought you
could.
were.
Never
I thought
mind,
you had been
Daniel. I'll
transferring
go in there and violate your computer.
I'm gonna go in there and sell them all.
We won't get much out of that knife, that's for sure. So I got my first knife when the revolver cases came out. I got really lucky and I didn't get lucky. I got a battle-scarred flip knife Crimson Web.
That's disgusting.
It was horrible. But, at this point, I'm so used to getting garbage knives, I wasn't surprised.
I got one of the best ones at the time.
Yeah, you did. The only one better would have been a fade.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
A fade would have been better, but either way. So I've got that knife. I just hit 20 days yesterday. No, not yesterday. 20 days is in 2 days.
Do you change the theme after Christmas to like a New Year intro?
No,
How about a Chinese
I just thought it
one?
was funny because like Christmas has already happened and it's still a Christmas.
it's still
theme
just
thing.
snowy and Christmassy.
true.
But yeah, I'm hitting 20 on Sunday. Sunday, so I'm getting really close. It's getting scary because
Sunday.
pretty much the way the pace works, I had to get a knife every 10 days. So the first 10 days I did get a knife. Second 10 days, which is the 20th, so Sunday, I need to get another knife.
Yeah.
And then if I don't get a knife on the 20th, every single day the like chance of me getting one just rapidly declines.
Yep.
Because pretty soon it's going to come down to like I need 2 knives in 5 days.
Yeah, but you had like a miraculous last.
I know
case
I'm not saying it's
knife
not
pull
possible,
last
but
year.
it's very possible I do get 2 knives. I've been toying with the fact that shadow daggers count as 2 knives. Like I didn't have anyone disagree with me that shadow daggers count as 2 knives because they're
Yeah, but a tattoo is a very permanent thing. I think a lot of people would be like, okay, so if people who don't know, if you don't get 3 knives by the end of the
I
month,
gotta get a Gaben tattoo.
a Gaben tattoo.
On
there's-
his forehead.
Not on my forehead. So I've been thinking of a
in
few
that
different
case,
places
the
for
shadow
it.
daggers definitely count.
I was thinking probably the best place to get it would be right here.
But then you can get something cool right there, though.
I can work it into a sleeve because I can always cover it up if I'm just like I'm sick of having Gaben's face on me. So I'll get it up here and then I can always work it into a bigger sleeve because I want to I'm thinking of just doing an entire Witcher sleeve.
Yeah, that's what
Or
I was. That's why I was
gaming-ish
saying it wouldn't be
sleeve.
good to have Gaben.
So I'll have it
Just do it
there.
right there.
Shut up, Aaron. You're a bigger nerd than I am. But yeah, so I'll probably think about having it right there. Otherwise, I was thinking my thigh, I guess, is the only other place that's
Yeah.
like covered up mostly.
If it's hidden, you have to get Gaben so big that he wraps around.
Or my foot. Yeah, foot's a good place. That hurts so bad though. That would
Yeah,
hurt so
I've
bad.
heard that's not a good
Because
one.
like a foot, you just think about it like whenever you
ankle and foot, like
Oh,
That
your
stuff's
big
just-
toe. Just have it at the bottom.
the bottom of my
Your
big
toe?
toe.
like
Actually, that would be kind of cool.
Then
It would
you
be
can-
small, but it would
You
be
can get
like,
a whole
I'd leave
cast
that
of
there
characters
forever.
on your toes.
it's just like the skin is so thin down there.
yeah,
that
it's
it's just
just-
like
There's a lot of bone and yeah.
like this hurts a little bit. This isn't so bad, but like this stuff is.
When I got around to like in this area
that's
for
like
my
that's a very sensitive area, right?
when I got into that area right there, that hurt pretty bad. Like it was mostly in the shading because the line worked it like it was a little bit bad there. But when the shading started happening in that spot, that's when it really started to hurt. So
The only part where I was like squeezing my hands so hard and like fighting, like going like that, was when he was doing the cape, because the cape is so large and it goes so far back on my arm that it's like really sensitive towards my armpit, and it just fucking hurt so much.
Should get an armpit tattoo.
I'd have to shave for anybody
That'd
to
be
see it unless
terrible.
I make it a beard or something like that.
It'd be terrible. But yeah, so we'll see where that ends up. But yeah, if the likelihood that I do get it is pretty high at this point because I'm getting so close, and if my luck with it. But luckily, I'll be able to do Christmas and New Year's specials like I did last year. I'll do a lot more cases on Christmas
if they let you buy all those.
Yeah, but I think I got like maxed out at one point, so I'll do.
I still remember last year when you had texted me about.
It was crazy. I texted everyone because I was like, I need your credit card. I need your credit card. My credit card's out, but it turned out it was my Steam account. So I had to sell like a few weapons just to be able to get 3 last cases. And the last case was the knife.
Well, that's what was
It was
hilarious to
crazy.
me, because you texted me and then I got back to you and I was like, is this really Jordan? Because I'm not going to give you my hub credit card number if somebody hacked your account or something. And he came back, and it was after he had already gotten the 3 cases, and he was like, Dan, I just got a knife. And I was like, you're like,
crazy.
it's the last case. And I was like, what?
Insane. Like, so maybe it happens this year where I get like on the last day I get 2 knives, but it's just
They're rigging your account, Jordan, so it'll unlock the very last case.
Yeah, maybe.
Gaben
It will,
knows.
But yeah, it was crazy. So that's what I'm doing. I've also been playing some other games, but yeah, I'm playing some more. The Ronku's got some stuff, so I was playing the new Sims expansion and more Need for Speed stuff. I was telling Aaron I was playing or maybe it wasn't Aaron. I told somebody.
There you go.
I was playing the Need for Speed stuff. They have a new update where they actually. So my first Need for Speed was Hot Pursuit 2, but then I got Need for Speed Underground after that, and that was like the first time you got to customize
Underground was
cars.
such a great game.
Do you remember the car on the front of the case? Eddie's
yes.
car?
Yes.
That
believe
like
so.
skyline, that orange skyline with like the weird bird on
For
it.
Underground?
Yeah. So they in the Legends update they bring him back and he comes and you get to race him and stuff. And it was really cool to see his car. But it was fun because just look at the
Yeah.
remember that
The
car?
orange car, yeah.
Yeah, so that was in there, and then you get to play against him again because you do a bunch of challenges that lead up to racing against him. And then
Was
it's
that
just
the one
like,
with Brooke Burke, or was it the second one?
Who?
Brooke Burke.
Who's that?
She was like the lady who did like she would walk on screen and be like, "So this is your car."
Yeah, I can't remember. I remember a girl being in one of them, but
it was Underground 2.
yeah. Okay. I didn't
Okay,
play
maybe I played
2.
Underground 2 more so than Underground.
I
Then.
would like a new Hopper seat to come out.
That'd be cool.
That was-
they could
that was
really
really
do it because I remember there was
There's so
Hopper
many different
suit.
iterations of that.
Hopper
game,
suit
though.
happened not too long ago where
Yeah.
it was okay. It was not
With
nearly
the
as
cops
good as
and,
yeah. It wasn't nearly as good as it could have been though. But because that original one was really fun.
I have a lot of nostalgia from that game because I used to play that with my dad and stuff. That was fun.
It was good.
Just knocking people into road spikes and stuff.
Yeah, I wish that they got that a little bit more locked down and it could be pretty cool. But yeah, so that's about it. I can't think of anything else to talk about if we want to round this out and say goodbye, everyone, for the year of 2015. Go check out that video that went up not too long ago on the hub.
Great Elf Escape. Great Elf
The
Escape.
Great Elf Escape.
Great Elf Escape.
Where we actually get to brandish a net gun. We got a net gun.
Net gun, and we got to do some drone stuff. Get the drone shots in there.
Yep, got some drone stuff, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so on that note, thank you so much, everyone, for watching Creed Shock. I'm going to switch over to my other mic here.
Ooh, fancy mic switch.
That video,
An abandoned
branch actually poked me in the ass.
car. Yeah.
That shit hurt.
I think I was still filming Santa at that point, so.
Right through my pajamas.
Well, you also had those really thin stockings.
I'm glad I had my pajamas on that day.
Yeah.
I would have been fucked. Everyone would have seen my ass.
Those were some tight some tight pants. You could see the pajamas through there. That's pretty good. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you. Thanks for watching Creed Shock 150, and we'll see you in the new year.
Bye. Merry Christmas, or whatever you believe in.
Happy holidays is the best way
Happy
to cover
holidays,
that,
everybody. For whatever you believe to celebrate. I'm sorry. We were just
Goodbye,
talking
everyone.
About, bye. We were talking about projectile vomiting at each other.
Woo! Projectile vomiting!